back with more Bad Batch for this week. Just like the Loki episode that you would have seen earlier this week, I'm recording this very late. I should have recorded it yesterday. I should have recorded it on Friday. It's now Sunday evening, and it's nearly 6:30 in the evening, so yeah. And gotta find some way of editing this and Loki before Loki comes out on Thursdays and this comes out on Saturday, so yeah. We've got problems, but we will persevere. We're officially into the second half now of season 1. Don't know if there'll be season 2 of this show, and it has been going great so far. Last episode had a bombshell to drop on us in the form of Cad Bane. Cad Bane, such a good character, such a badass character in the Clone Wars, and I mean, if they would have stuck to the canon that they created in the unfinished episodes, if they would have stuck to that canon, we would have never seen him again. Because literally, there was a pre-animated episode of Clone Wars, like in the very early stages of its animation. There was a bunch of them actually, because do you remember when season 6 came out, the Lost Missions season? We only had 13 episodes when usually we'd have a 20 to 22 episode season of Clone Wars. So the rest of the episodes, they never saw the light of day, only in the form of their pre-animation. Which, you could still watch them in that form, but it's not going to be that great. And there was an episode in that where Cad Bane was killed by Boba Fett. Therefore, I suppose passing the torch from Cad Bane being the best battle hunter in the galaxy at that time to passing on to Boba Fett. Even though Boba Fett, up until The Mandalorian, didn't do shit. But I suppose that was street cred for Boba Fett, but they've taken that away now. Because this is officially set after the Clone Wars, when that episode originally was meant to take place, and he's still alive. So then they're obviously not counting the episodes that were pre-animated. So, but it's all good. It's all good because we get more Cad Bane. Who can deny that? Who can say that's a bad thing? So, yeah, we've got more Cad Bane. And he's got Omega with him, and he's on his way back to the Kaminoans with Omega, because obviously we know it was them who hired him, and they hired FENNEC Shand as well. So he's going to be on his way back to Kamino. The Bad Batch have got to try and find him, even though they have no clue on what to do, because they won't even know where to start searching for Cad Bane, because if they want to try and track him and Omega down, they've got to know who he's going to be going back to, and they don't know that. So unless they work it out for themselves, maybe Tech will, because apparently he knows everything and he doesn't tell anyone. There's also Crosshair to put into the mix as well, who made a triumphant return last episode until it wasn't so triumphant when he got burnt to a fucking crisp by a cruiser engine. So yeah, now he's gone all Darth Vader. He's the one who needs breathing assistance and bandages all over his face. We'll see what happens. So let's just get into season 1, even if there's probably not going to be season 2, but I hope there is, of episode 9 of Bad Batch, starting now. Bounty Lost. Oh, they're still being chased off this planet by the Empire.
Shields are failing.
Go.
Make the jump.
Yeah, find her later. No. Yeah. Don't touch the ray shields. They got that Western music coming on whenever he shows up.
How's my asset doing?
Ice cream van showing up, you might hear it.
I have the girl.
What is her condition?
Alive.
Your personal interest in the young clone has threatened our operation enough. Turn away. You will go to our abandoned facility on board VO. Bring the bounty hunter his payment and recover our property.
Yes, Prime Minister.
Once you have retrieved the genetic material needed, terminate her.
Okay, I guess they're not as invested in Omega as I thought they were.
Your description of the bounty hunter is a match to one from the Republic's files. That's him. Cad Bane. He had multiple run-ins with the Jedi.
He's more valuable than we realized.
What do you mean?
I further analyzed Omega's genetic profile and discovered she has pure first-generation DNA.
Whoa.
All clones were created from a host named Jango Fett. While our genetic structure was modified for growth, acceleration, and obedience, Omega is a pure genetic replication.
How many clones like that exist?
To my knowledge, there's only one other. A male clone, codenamed Alpha, later referred to as Boba. Since it disappeared at the start of the war,
Cloning
She's
operation.
Jango Fett's daughter.
I used to put-
Will you just let me help you?
You are a prisoner.
Exactly. It's not like I can escape off this ship.
That is a valid point.
I'm only a kid.
Oh, all right, but make it quick.
Bane's gonna blow your head off.
Oh my, yes, that's working. It feels brand new.
Sorry. It's only temporary.
Oh, thank God. I thought she'd fully fried him then.
Toto, get up here. Toto.
Omega! Omega, are you there? Omega! It's long range. I'll try to boost the signal.
Omega.
Need a relay of your position. Try to create a power surge. Can you find a panel nearby?
There's one by a door.
By hook or by crook, you're coming with me.
Oh God. He's an intimidating presence.
I still can't get a good read.
Omega!
Bang.
Find out.
I told you you'd be sorry when my friends showed up.
No, it's too soon for them. It's too soon for the Bad Batch to be here now. Oh, they killed.
One way? She needs help.
None you can give.
He's right.
FENNEC Shang.
I have the case.
Oh dear. Oh dear. There goes your credits.
Credits.
There goes your credits. Unlucky. You know what? I don't want it to happen, but if Fennec kills Bane, that automatically boosts up her level in Mandalorian and Boba Fett by a significant amount. Don't kill him. I don't want to see him die. I'm so stressed right now because I know Fennec's not going to die, but Bane could. Boy. What the hell is this? The hell is this? Seeing yourself in there, that's... It's basically telling her where she came from. Can't see shit. Okay, now I can. There we go. There's your power surge.
Why did you kill Torn Way?
Part of the job. You should thank me. What the Prime Minister has planned for you is far worse than why I'm here. Omega, I'm trying to help you.
Sort of looks like
He said
Snoke.
the same thing on Pantora.
There you are. You are coming with me.
You just killed Toto?
It's too late for that. It's time to go, Omega.
Oh! 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 What the hell is that? That's disgusting.
Playtime's over, lady.
Okay. Okay. Oh! This is a good fight. Oh, I was about to say why is she climbing on the side of the ladder, but her hands are thinged.
Going for the flight pod.
Oof. Come on. Kill him. I don't care anymore. Oh yeah, that head. Oh, look at this! Badass fight moves! Yeah, you're on the outside! Don't throw him over the edge. Don't go over the edge. No! No! Oh yeah, he's got those jetpacks. Oh, thank God. I thought that was it. That's unfortunate. Here they are.
Omega! You in there?
Why is this happening? Why are the Kaminoans after me?
You're different.
Different? How?
FENNEC's probably.
Appear to have been sabotaged.
FENNEC.
I require an update.
Omega was rescued by
Now
the
let's
same
say.
clones I encountered on Pantora.
Okay. Now let's say, bit of treason on her. She doesn't seem upset or anything, and I assume she's been told by now, so.
I don't want to end up an experiment in a tube.
That's not gonna happen.
Lama Su will keep sending bounty hunters after me.
He can send everyone in the galaxy. You have us.
That didn't help last time.
You can't fight them all.
Yeah. Bane got you.
You are never going back to Camino.
Promise?
I promise.
Okay. And that's the end of that episode. And a very good one as well that didn't involve the Bad Batch, really. Yes. I didn't get a lot of notes down for this episode because everything was just amazing. And everything was basically just long and drawn out, but it was still so juicy. First one I got was Omega is basically Jango Fett's daughter. Boba Fett's sister, really. Because just like Boba Fett, what makes him special is that he was purely grown, like not aged up or anything, because obviously clones, they have an accelerated growth. Like they age at 3 times as fast or something, I think. Whereas Boba Fett wasn't like that. He was allowed to age at a normal pace, basically making him... Basically Jango raised him as a son, whereas they obviously made Omega the same way, to age naturally. Hence the reason why first generation she's still just a kid. Because her first generation, she said to Rex a couple of episodes ago that first generation, she was able to recognise Rex was a first generation because of the lines on his face because he was getting old. But she has first generation. She's basically a first generation as well, but she's still just a kid, so she's allowed to age naturally, just like Boba was. Very nice. That's a very nice twist. But yeah, basically the whole episode was about FENNEC and BANE competing for who gets to take Omega. And they're both working for Kaminoans. BANE is working for Lama Su, trying to get Omega back into Camino and into one of those test tubes so they can basically continue the clone process. But FENNEC Shand is working for Nala Se, who is going against her Prime Minister's orders. She's developed a bit of a soft spot for Omega. I suppose she has got a heart. Bear in mind, when we saw her in Clone Wars, she had no heart because she was one of the main reasons that Fives ended up getting killed. But she's got a soft spot for Omega. I don't know why, but I always thought Nala Se was that same Kaminoan from Attack of the Clones who was escorting Obi-Wan around, but I guess not. That was Tan Wei, who was killed in this episode. So, a character who's appeared in the movies who was killed in this show. Wow. Yeah, so obviously Nala Se, Tan Wei, different people. I thought Nala Se was the same one from Attack of the Clones, but obviously not. I think I thought Nala Se was the same one in the last episode as well, but I should remember now, Nala Se is the one who's got the red clothing. So I think that was Tanway last episode, so... But I don't really need to remember it now because she's dead. So, yeah, Nala Se is the only one left. So, yeah, I anticipate probably Nala Se is going to get killed by the end of this show as well, because she is going against... not only is she going against the Empire as well as Lama Su is, but she's also going against Lama Su. She's a third party. She's running her own she's got her own agenda going on. Not a lot of Crosshair this episode. He was in that not even first 5 minutes, like probably first minute or 2 minutes, and then he was gone for the rest of the episode. So, yeah, that first 2 minutes was just all about them getting away from the situation of last episode. So it's fine. I thought, I said my theory last episode, but it's not going to turn out true now because, you know what, it's not turned out true, so I think I can say it. I think I can say it because it doesn't look like it's going to happen. I thought Cad Bane was going to take Omega back to Kamino, where Crosshair was going to go as well, and then Crosshair would eventually grow back into his old self, and then be the one to rescue Omega, and then take her back to the Bad Batch, where we'd have a reunion. The title of the last episode, but we'd have a proper reunion of Crosshair John in the Bad Batch again because he saved Omega. But it doesn't look like that happened. Well, it's not happened. We're taking a different route. But through that different route, as much as I liked my theory, we got to see FENNEC Shan versus Cad Bane in this, and it was a good fight as well. Like proper good fighting moves. I mean, maybe they should have mocapped this, because if you've watched the finale of Clone Wars, how good was that lightsaber fight with Ahsoka and Maul? And it was because it was mocapped. Why would you just not use the same technology for this, unless you can't afford it? But why not use the same technology for this, even though there were some pretty good moves in there? Yeah, Todo is an idiot. Todo is an idiot. Why would he let Omega out? I mean, I know he couldn't get it done by himself, putting his leg back on. I know he couldn't get it done by himself, but... Bro... just keep hammering it on at Bane until he either kills you, in which case your problems are over, or he has to fix your leg. Either way, you don't have to care. Like, either you bang on at Bane and he eventually caves in and fixes your leg for you, or he just gets annoyed and blasts your brains out, in which case you don't have to worry about the leg anymore. So, but no, he decided to trust Omega. I thought Todo was going to die. I was so afraid Cad Bane was going to die. I was so afraid Cad Bane was going to die, but I wouldn't care really if Todo died. It would have been a shock to see Todo die, but it wouldn't have been that bad because we've seen Todo die before. I was so afraid Cad Bane was going to die when they were both on that ledge and he had the bowler thing wrapped around him, and then she was running out, and I was like, shit, this is where they've actually killed Cad Bane. They're actually going to do it here, which would have improved Fennec's reputation in the Boba Fett show. Isn't that funny? In the old Clone Wars canon, Boba Fett killed him, but in this new one, it could have been Fennec who killed him. Both are going to be in the Boba Fett show. It would have improved Fennec's reputation as a character, but I'm not ready to be without Cad Bane just yet. I think we've still got a lot more to see with Cad Bane, and him and Todo both survived. I thought Todo was going to die. I thought Omega was going to be the one who killed Todo. And when he came into that test tube room where Omega was finding out exactly what's going on, when Fennec threw those 2 daggers at him and then kicked him, I thought that was it, Todo's dead. But no, both him and Bane survived, and so we can have them back for the rest of the show. Hopefully, worked out pretty well, didn't it? We had a couple of characters who could have died here, but we only ended up with one being Tanway, who we do not give a shit about really. Sorry, Tanway fans. I mean, all 2 of you, but that's the only death we got this episode. So, yeah, decent episode, fun episode. I really enjoyed it. A lot of fun. I was filled with dread about Cad Bane possibly being killed, but I really enjoyed it still. So, yeah. And that's all we've got for this week of Bad Batch. Until next time, we are over and out.